Morning, YouTube. Friday morning, going at 11 o'clock. I got my one camera set up. So now I always wanted a window in this door here. Now I have one. It's the old camera system. Anyways, I brought this little guy in. And, yeah, it's a MIG welder. I just took that off. Maybe you guys would be interested in this. This is a really cheapie, I'm gonna say, because anybody knows Canadian Tire. Wire feed welder. So that maybe you'd like to see what's going on in these. That's the lid. It's where you put your spool of wire, and then of course you feed it through here. I already took that off, so that just stuck in there. And I just took the bottom cover off with the bolts. That's what's inside of it. Now, I have no idea if any of that's copper. It's probably all aluminum. Guaranteed it. I bet you I can guarantee it. It is heavy, but that's pretty thick. So there's the weight right there. But yeah, do I bother even touching it or just throw it in with a shred, you know? These welds I ain't gonna be able to crack with my chisel. I'll have to cut that with the grinder. I normally just crack them with a chisel. But we'll give it a little scritch and see what it looks like. And the grounding one, I have no idea. Haven't touched it yet either, so I like to scritch everything with my knife, so oh, my back is just killing me today for some reason. There's a lot of, yeah, Snow White. A lot of varnish on there. Well, I can't scratch through it, so I'm gonna have to cut it. Cut it! Uh-oh, I'm gonna have to cut it. Sorry for moving you around so much. Yeah, I'm doing it with my left hand because I have the camera in my right, which is not smart. Yeah, that's aluminum. They cut way too easy. Do they both? Probably. That's a bummer. Shouldn't even take them out now. Right? Just, yeah. They cut way too easy. Oh, even a cooling fan. Is that pink? Yeah, that's probably aluminum too. Well, hey, it's made in China. What do you expect? The only one that might be copper is this guy right here. The wire feeding motor. What about this guy? Huh. The grounding. Well, that's actually copper. So there's a plus. Pop that little plug out. What about this guy? This is what powered it. Yeah, that one might be copper. Looks like it. I think this is copper, the piece I'm holding. So, well, yeah. The end of the thing, little chunk of brass inside. But that's all copper, that whole piece. And copper in there yet too. Yeah. Copper and brass. Take him apart. There's just a little wire, little plug end on that. It was just to tell the thing. Oh yeah, this end's got nice copper on it. Just that little wire thingy. That's all the hydro that's in it. Otherwise, it's just a hollow tube. Just something for the wire to go through. And the wire is steel. So why does that not surprise me? So anyways, that's a start. But yeah, it's Canadian tire, so made in China, guaranteed. It says made in the USA. Wow. I doubt that. If it was made in the USA, it would have been made out of copper. It's a two-way switch, off or low, off, high. And then how fast you wanted it to run. Yeah, well, it ain't gonna ever run again. Not that I seen it saying made in China. I guess not. But anyways, I'm gonna get at that. So that's 5 minutes of your wasted time. Alrighty. I pulled that little cooling fan out. Yeah, that's aluminium. And the plug is out. The grounding cable I cut in 4. It's laying right there on top. It is strippable. And the ends were brass, not copper. I figured it would have been copper. And then of course that part that was on top of there. So now I'm just going to pull these guys out if I can and have them unbolted. So we'll see what they look like. That's another fail on my part. Why do people do that? Pull the ground plug out. Guess what else was found in there? See what I see laying on the bottom there? Why is there a lighter in there? These things don't take. Well, I guess, no, there was no gas hookup on this. This is just a wire feed welder. But the lighter was in the bottom of this thing, behind the transformer. So now I just got to get that guy out. It requires a few more screws to undo. It's a little bit lighter now. It's just awkward. Couple more screws. I can get the rest of that box apart. So. Yeah. All aluminum. All 3 coils. See? Aluminum, aluminum, aluminum. Well, maybe at least one might have been copper. Because that little pink wire there, cutting it was hard. But it looks like it might be copper. Or maybe not. So. Well, I'm going to cut them open and I'll take the copper out. It'll be, it goes in with my sheet. So. Or go in a motor bucket, either one. By the way, there's my new heater. Yeah, copying Mike. 30-pound tank. I had a cart kicking around. People throw these out. So I never had to buy it. I don't know what's missing. I think the attachment to do the garbage bags or something like that. But it makes a perfect cart for moving this around. See? Look at that. Ta-da! Everything's attached, so. Yeah. And that's too heavy for me to lift. That's probably why my back is sore. Ever since the day I picked that up, my back's been hurting again. So it's right in the back of the journey. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, disappointment, but expected because of the name that was on the box. So, oh well, there we go. Changed my mind about cutting them open. I'm just gonna cut them in half with the Sawzall. Straighten it out and push it through. Pure aluminium. See that? Damn. Wow, here I thought it'd be some fancy motor. It's just a windshield wiper motor. Single speed, no, variable speed. Same idea that's on your vehicle to move your wipers back and forth. Same idea. Disappointed. So it'll be a magnet motor. I don't think there's any copper windings in there other than the rotor. And then the stator will be a magnet. But I got the heavy little cables off of it. Those things are brass. Has copper inside there, so it will be strippable. Come on, folk me see. There we go. Oh, it looked at the bench. Stupid. Here, if I put my hand under it, will that work? There, see, copper. Strippable. I don't know about these little guys that were attached. I'm not sure. Maybe. So that's what that contains. There it is in pieces. There was a lighter on the floor here somewhere. Yep, there it is. I don't even know if it still works. Let me see if I can even bend down and pick it up. Been in there for a while. Oh yeah. It did light. I'm gonna touch. It's a little dinky Bic. It's the ones you were not allowed to bring in the plant because it was like a little bomb. Piece of stick of dynamite in your pants. So if you're welding or anything in the plant, you go kaboom and take your leg off. That little guy could do that. So they always made you hand those in and give you safety matches where they could only light on the package that came in. So yeah, what do you think? Had to put it on a pail. It's one of many that I have. People throw them out on the curb. Like I said, there's several more up there. I had that little guy right there on it first, but that's too small of a screen. And that big guy's the one I gotta try and attempt to fix. The other two, I don't remember. They all work, that's why they're up on the shelf. And this is the one I use when I'm on a stream. My camera up top, so everybody knows that one. It's gotta be bigger so I can read. So anyways, that's that. Wire feed welder. MIG welder, whatever you want to call them. I have one of these, but it's made by Lincoln Electric. There's a small one like this, 110. That's all this was, 110. Gasless. You use the flux core welding wire. It's got to be clean. If it's dirty, it don't work with a poop. That's why gas is better, because gas helps keep the wire clean, keeps the weld clean. So I do know a little bit about welding. But anyways, there you have it. One wire feed welder. Well, all cleaned up. They're both in there, both empty. Just have the motor to do, and I was right, it's just a rotor, but that one will come apart easy. See how big the gaps are? It'll come apart very simple, so I'll do that yet. And hey Ralph, what are these things? They almost look like your logo for your channel. They came out of those transformers.